Jacob Fopp and Tyler Dunn, the opening draw. Sonny in 35 at faceoff as the ball kicks into the corner off a wild melee. Picked up by Joey Epstein with a man in front. Pass too high. Fopp pushed off the ball, and here come the Orange. Carter Rice got a trailer, and Brett Kennedy. The Orange will settle. We talked about Tucker Dordevic, 23 and all. Angeles has got a shorty. He's super quick. It's a good matchup for Angeles. Feed to the backside. Epstein with a layup.
Quinn, you mentioned Angeles had a matchup. When you watch 23 and White, he's at his best when he's operating from the wing and behind. He's a first midfielder, but he makes his moves oftentimes like an attackman. And the wherewithal and ability to feel the slide, so he makes this initial move. You see the footwork of Angeles. It's a good roll. And then as he sees the pressure of that defense, Epstein's wide open. The little face.
Connor DeSimone, left-handed. Nice stop by Thompson. And he controls his own rebound. This is Matteo Corsi. Nice ball rotation. It's Fiorini, and here goes Dordevic. Great change of direction, tied up effectively by Owen McManus. Nice defense by 31 and White. Ground ball comes up Orange. Outside rip by the Orange. Mikey Berkman. Tied up at 1.
Look at the footwork of Matteo Corsi. You and I have talked about 42 and Orange. Only a freshman out of the state of Michigan, played his high school lacrosse at IMG. And
Berkman to Dordevic, the lefty. Far side. Nice quickness by Tyler Cordes. Seabald posting up left-handed, nothing doing. Hopkins structurally has been sound this year. They've been late to the dance, though, approaching shooters. They've got to impact shooters. Lilly with a strong two-handed check dislodges the ball. This is a matchup. Dordevic has a big advantage over Lilly in the quickness department. So Hopkins will have to double this right away. Ball goes in the net, the feed inside. Curson deflects off his cross, and it's in the back of the net. Are you kidding me?
I know where Dordevic was going with it. He wanted Seabald 14 and Orange. We'll take another look at this before we head to break, but Dordevic is getting all the attention, Quinn. Everyone knows he's a Dodger. He has a short stick matchup, so there's going to be early slide. Quick help, deflects.
I like it for him, honestly. He's 6'2", 215. He's been around the block. He's a grad student, transferred from Ohio State. Didn't get off to a great start this season, and the change has really coincided with a better save percentage, making more saves from mid and close range. Jays with some circular passing. Pesco, sophomore, right-handed, finds the net. Pesco with a gorgeous rip.
Credit Pesco for understanding where pressure is. Coach Petramala is going to turn on the tape and be annoyed with the defense in terms of allowing to get above goal line extended and not closing out. Pesco feels that, and it looks like Barlow right there bites on that little hesitation. That little hesitation gives him the ability to get above goal line extended, but 41 and White has to close the door and not give Pesco a strong hand there.
Ball by Lucas Quinn. He and Cook come up with the ball, and the shot clock gets reset. Mikey Berkman, little rip. He missed the net by 3 yards. Not even close. So Hopkins has done a much better job protecting the paint. I thought last week, again, here's a collision.
Woo! That's a nice hit. That's within 5
Clean.
yards. Clean. Timed it well.
Dordovic, change of direction.
There it is.
Turn and rake. Too quick, too sudden, too Tucker.
In the open, I talked about his aggressive plant foot. When he drops his foot into the turf and he changes direction. In that first quarter, slipping all over the field, seemed like he couldn't get into that groove. This time, this is a magical move on many levels. So he speed dodges up to goal line extended, drops the foot right there. Once he feels the pressure of McManus, that's when he rolls. He feels that pressure. And then has the wherewithal off the roll, not to be flat.
And the good news is they get the easy clear. That's the best way to get quick runouts. Brett Martin. Hopkins, who seemingly hasn't played offense in forever. With 8 minutes to go, down 1. This is becomes an important settled set. Angeles, Peshko, nothing doing for DeSimone. It seems like DeSimone hasn't really pushed his matchup against Brett Kennedy, 11 and orange.
Yeah, Kennedy has played the majority of his career up top as a long stick midfielder. If I'm DeSimone, I'm trying to get as much work behind the cage as possible against 11 and orange.
30 to go on the shot clock, and Hopkins is finally in their offense. Keogh left-handed.
Keogh has put together a really strong senior campaign. 14 points as we approach mid-March. He's a smooth lacrosse player. He's got really good hands. And you see right there when
It's like Garrick Degnan, 40 and white right now, will get picked on. Curry with his acceleration. Draws the double. Quinn swings it to Dordovic. Hesitation move. Nicely covered by McManus. The double comes. Nothing doing for Dordovic. Sebald posts up right-handed. Curson is sharp today. That's a tough save. We saw Sebald score on a similar goal against Army, using the defender as a screen. 8 saves for Curson, the graduate student. Turn and rake. Lucas Quinn battling a lower body injury off the restart.
if you look at straight mechanics, no one shoots better with both hands mechanically than Lucas Quinn for Syracuse. The issue is he's been banged up with that lower body injury, and shooting is so much in terms of your footwork, putting pressure on your lower body and snap. It's the home of a legend. You know which one?
Dan Denahan.
Well, Dan Denahan, John Gagliardi. I was looking for Jim Brown.
Oh, yes.
Jim Brown, one of the greatest lacrosse players of all time, obviously well known as, I don't know, maybe the greatest football player, at least in the discussion, top 3 of all time. Went to Syracuse, played for Coach Roy Simmons Sr.
Jim came on the air with us years back when we were at MetLife up in New Jersey. Eamon and I interviewed him for, I think, an entire quarter. Wow, left-handed Keogh. Thompson never saw it.
This shot for a goalie is almost impossible to stop, and I'll tell you why. On a lefty dodging midi down the alley, Harrison Thompson is moving his feet and anticipating a shooter to shoot across their body to the far pipe. The placement of this shot, though, hits him near pipe.
Watch the defender, walks in front.
Want to look back and do next time is, before the shot clock expires, chuck it.
Backside feed, too easy. There's
your high crease. Remember we're talking about Curson in the high crease?
Yeah.
You play high crease, you're susceptible to the crossfield pass because it takes a while to get back to that other pipe. When you're low, you're one step away from the pipe. When you're high, you're 2 steps, and he got burnt.
Quinn picks up the assist, 26. Oh no, excuse me. It's Cordes, I believe, 29.
And to be honest with you, he's not even that high. He's just slowed
through the skip. But
yeah.
I do agree with you to a certain degree.
Yeah, no, I agree with you that it's not his fault. But if you play low, you give yourself a chance to steal one.
I agree.
That's all.
And while I like a high arc, you're seeing it from guys like Blaze Reardon, Team Canada's goalie.
Yep.
Years back used it. On man down, that's not the time to use a high arc. It's Pesco stings the net from about 8 yards. Once again, Hopkins answered. Earlier in this game, they scored 6 seconds apart. They answer the Cuse goal immediately.
High arc, low arc. It really doesn't matter when you give a guy like Jonathan Pesco time and room here. He's just parked up here on that point right wing spot. Little giddy up and no one touches his mitts. Just stay.
Like a sandpiper on the beach.
Yeah, space from the winger behind though. I think that's his strength, not up top.
Pesco, he's got 2 goals in this game. Carrying is not his best attribute. It's the motion offense that Peter Milliman has built here in North Baltimore. Nice, and it works. Good off-ball movement. Pesco's got the hat trick. Epstein with the assist. That's what it's supposed to look like, Paul.
The motion offense gets the men in orange ball watching, and the patience behind the cage of Epstein to allow the cutting game to mature, right? He's got the goalie hung up. Does that ever end well, though? Honestly, like, does it ever end well when the goalie's hung up? I don't get the benefits of chasing if you're a goalie. TV.
6-on-4. Blue Jay defense in a diamond, and then they'll rotate into a box. Rip from the outside. Cordes left-handed. Nothing doing. Lucas Quinn's inside. He's got to find the seams. Fiorini. Top of the box, Curry. A low worm burner finds the corner for Brendan Curry.
And you're seeing some life on the orange bench right now. Curry giving them juice. One of the best players in college lacrosse. He's a 5th-year senior. His father was a legend for the Cuse, Todd Curry. Son has done some damage on his days on the hill. Ripping it.
Towson and Loyola. Losses to Georgetown, North Carolina, and last week to Virginia. Nice stick by Grant Murphy, 90 in orange, and a physical play on the ground ball. Great crossfield pass as well. Oh, Kennedy couldn't handle it. I spoke too soon.
He's got to catch that. This is where Syracuse struggled in the second half against Army. Clearing the ball, a lot like the Jays in the first half. And Cuse has the athletes. Carter Rice on the ball right now, 12 in orange. Aviles, 43. Those guys have jets.
Angeles can't connect with Pesco, who's double teamed. Does a nice job finding Keogh, top of the box. Angeles got some space here. Let's see if he can operate, make something happen. He doesn't want it. Over to Keogh, who attacks the shorty. Down the right-handed alley, inside, fly, wow! Oh my gosh, it happened so fast. It was Degnan from Keogh. Cuse slid adjacent, leaving the man in front wide open.
Jack Keogh has played an incredible game. We saw the 2 goals. Monster rip in the 3rd quarter. This time he's dealing. Sees Syracuse ball watching. Murphy is looking at the ball carrier, Keogh. 90 in orange. What he doesn't account for?
Dordovic. Right-handed, nice lift by McManus. Wow.
Exactly.
Tell you this.
Time the lift.
He 31 in white is a terrific athlete in terms of change of speed, stick positioning, strength, off the charts. was a long pole in high school. Dynamic offensive threat. Dordovic telegraphed it. Easy to read that. He dropped the head of the stick. There was no level change. Take that one to the back.
How much gas does Curry, 16 in orange, and Dordovic, 23, have left in the tank? I mean, they are out there every possession. A little different for Dordovic, who's playing primarily attack, but Curry at times can get caught on the field as a midfielder and go on the defensive zone. He is logging crazy minutes.
There's Dordovic. He's fresh and scores. We saw him play defense. He's played offense. He just doesn't get tired.
When you're a star, you want the pressure. You want the pressure to go on the road against your rival Johns Hopkins and make a play. Regardless of how much gas you have left in the tank, 23 in orange, Tucker Dordovic knows it is go time.
Excellent speed. Degnan looking to roll for Keogh. Epstein's got a shorty. Carter Rice, hip to hip with Epstein. Swim, left-handed, step down, boom!
You can say what you want. Not even the middle of March, but you can think about the journey of this season, how critical this game is moving forward. Jacob Angelus knows it, the entire Johns Hopkins bench knows it, and he delivers one of the biggest goals of his career here. Epstein starts his dodge. I don't know why Syracuse had to bring pressure there. The early slide by Syracuse actually creates offense.
Clearly caught from point blank range. Gonna be an empty net. Oh, Grant Murphy gets a piece, ball rolls out of bounds. So 39 on the shot clock, 1 minute to go in the game. Syracuse double teams the ball. Thompson's there, and Epstein, he beats him. Empty net, Epstein, ice, baby. Jays.
Epstein has struggled for a lot of this game. Kokemo, the freshman, has had the advantage on the one-on-one matchup, but with a 2-goal lead, with less than a minute left, that one you could say is game.
Maybe this will be the pipe game. Hopkins celebrates with their goalie, Josh Curson. Coach Milliman, this was a draw, a line in the sand game for both programs. Proud programs that have not lived up to the excellence and the standards. Two new regimes, Pete Millman in year 2, Gary Gate, first-year head coach.
You felt like a win here gave these fan bases something to hold on to as well, right? These are the two most storied programs in college lacrosse history. They've had some rough times over the last few years. A win today with the new regimes, you just felt like, okay, we have some momentum in 2022. And so much respect for Johns Hopkins in terms of what their defense did today. Yeah, you had the 8 pipes, but at the end of the day, this Syracuse offense was